You're listening to the Confidence Within podcast. If you are a successful professional entrepreneur who is nonetheless struggling with the fear of public speaking, then you are in the right place. This podcast is all about igniting your inner confidence, learning to show up with genuine authority and brilliance, and becoming the best version of yourself. I'm your host, Victoria Lesnyansky, and welcome to my show. Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of the Confidence Within podcast. Today, we're going to talk about one thing that you can do to ignite your speaking confidence. And that thing is asking yourself just one very simple question. I can absolutely guarantee that if you ask yourself this question and keep on asking yourself this question while you're speaking, you won't be as scared as you usually are. If the fear of public speaking is a concern, this is the episode you cannot miss. And I'm going to make it very short and very action-oriented so you can listen to this episode, go out and apply this one question right away. But before I tell you what you need to ask yourself, can I guess what you're probably asking yourself already when you're speaking? Because I can pretty much guarantee that the question you're asking yourself is something along those lines. Is my audience judging me? Are the people who are looking at me in this meeting thinking that I don't know anything? Are my colleagues wondering if I have something meaningful to say? Are my clients thinking that I might not be the right person for this? Am I right? Most likely some version of this question is playing through your mind. And the reason I know is because, remember, I've been there. I know exactly how it feels to be terrified of speaking in public, to be terrified of raising your hand in a meeting, to be terrified of speaking in front of clients, in front of your peers, in front of your colleagues, in front of your bosses. I know how it feels, and I know exactly what question I was asking myself. And that question was a variation of, who am I to be here? And what are they thinking of me? And here is the problem. As soon as you open your mouth to speak and that question pops into your head, what do you focus on? You're right. You're focusing on that question and you're focusing on your feelings. And truthfully, the only feeling that you have right now is a feeling of fear, right? You are probably shaken, your knees are weak, your mouth is dry, your palms are sweaty, and as you're speaking and thinking, oh, they are definitely judging me right now, what's happening in your body is the physical manifestation of fear, the physical manifestation of all of those thoughts. And as you continue feeling scared, your body continues producing those physical manifestations of fear. It's kind of like catch-22, right? So how are we going to break the cycle? What you are going to do is you are going to train yourself to ask a different question. Instead of focusing on what are they thinking of me, you're going to ask yourself, how do I want to make them feel? How do I want to make them feel? It's a very simple question, but it makes all the difference in the world. This is the type of a question that helps you completely shift the focus away from you and your feelings and your insecurities and your anxiety to people who are listening to you. Your audience, whatever form that audience is in. If it's a podcast audience, if it's a video audience, if it's a meeting, if it's a sales presentation, if you're speaking on stage, whatever the audience is in front of you, you are now asking yourself, how do I want to make them feel? And as you continue speaking, you continue only focusing on your message and on the impact that that message is having on your audience. And when I say the word impact, okay, it's a very big word. You may be doing a sales presentation. We're not talking about, a life-changing impact that you're creating. However, think about your audience. So let's say you are doing a sales presentation. Think about your audience. Your audience may be 5 clients who are making a decision whether to hire you or to hire your company. What are you trying to do? How are you trying to make them feel by the end of your presentation? And that's what you should be focused on. That's what you should be thinking about. How am I trying to make them feel? Because that keeps the focus on them. And when you keep the focus on them, it keeps the focus away from you. And you know what happens when you keep the focus away from you and your thoughts and your feelings and your anxiety? Your brain stops sending those massive fear signals into your body. Your brain stops telling your body that you are scared. And when your brain stops telling your body you're scared, your body stops producing those fear manifestations, those real physical fear manifestations like shaky knees and sweaty palms and dry throat. We're not doing anything to fool your body into thinking you're not scared. You're truly not thinking of your fear when you're focused on your audience. It's a very, very small adjustment. However, it is the biggest adjustment you can make when you speak. Because only when you shift the focus away from, oh, what are they thinking of me? Are they judging me, etc., to how am I trying to make them feel, you begin to ignite your speaking confidence. So if tomorrow you have a staff meeting or you have a presentation in front of a client or you have to speak in front of any group of people, I would encourage you to try and make this shift. Again, the question you're going to ask yourself is, how do I want to make them feel? And keep on asking yourself that question as you are speaking to keep yourself away from asking, are they judging me? I hope this has been helpful. And if you would like me to help you conquer your fear of public speaking for good and show you how to speak with genuine confidence, authority, and brilliance, then apply to learn more about my Brilliant Speakers Academy coaching program at www.brilliantspeakersacademy.com. I can't wait to hear from you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.